Hello, good afternoon, all of you. I am Professor S.N. Mane, Assistant Professor Kekewa College of Agricultural Engineering and Technology, Nashik. Today we will learn about practical, that is study of Babcock and Wilcox boiler. So let's start. Babcock and Wilcox boiler, it is nothing but a horizontal drum axis, then natural draft and natural circulation, multi-tubular, stationary and high pressure producing steam producing boiler. It is nothing but a externally fired water tube boiler. Now this boiler, it is discovered by the scientist George Herman Babcock and Stephen Wilcox in the year of 1967. And if it was named by discovery of these two scientists as a Babcock and Wilcox boiler. This boiler, it is used in order to produce the high pressure steam in the power generation industries. Also, the high pressure steam, it is whatever generated, that is used to produce the electricity. This boiler, it has three main parts in which steam and water drum is there, then furnace, water tubes are there. These are important parts. Along with that, there are different basic parts are there. See, in which steam and water drum, it is important. Then it consists of a uptake header and the downtake header. Then water tubes, then superheater, grate, furnace, then baffles, mud box is there, inspection door is there, then water and the steam space is there, then water level indicator. So such a kind of the parts or the devices which are present in the Babcock and Wilcox boiler. Now we will see in detail about these parts. First of all, boiler shell. All of you know that boiler shell is nothing but it consists of a one or more steel plates that is bent into a cylindrical form and it is riveted or it is welded. Okay. The shell and ends, these are closed with the end plates. Then next part is the uptake header and the downtake header. What is meant by uptake header? It is nothing but the steam from the water tubes to the drum flow by means of a uptake header. Means whatever steam is generated inside the water tube, that is transferred towards that horizontal drum with the help of a tube is called as a uptake header. And the downtake header means it is the water which is coming from, or the water it is transmitted from the water drum to the water tubes with the help of this downtake headers. Now water tubes. There are a number of water tubes which are placed in an inclined position. That inclination angle is about 15 degree, and this water tubes, it flows the water from drum with the help of these tubes. Then superheater. Superheater is nothing but a device, or it is a accessory. It is used for increasing the temperature of saturated steam which is generated inside the boiler. Then grate. Grate is nothing but it is a platform like structure which is placed inside the furnace upon which we can burn or which we can keep the solid fuel for the burning purpose. The next one is the furnace. Now furnace is the chamber which is formed by the space which is above the grate and below the combustion chamber or the below the boiler shell. Okay, this furnace, it is also we called as a firebox. Now next part is the baffles. Now baffles, these are provided in order to deflect the flue gases or the hot gases which is generated after the combustion of fuel in order to towards the water tubes. Okay, also you can say that the residence time of your flue gases over the water tubes, it is also goes on increased by the help of these baffles. Okay, also you can deflect their directions. Then mud box. Mud box is nothing but all the kinds of impurities which are present in the boilers which are get deposited at the bottom side of the boiler and it is get stored into the mud box. Then next part is the inspection doors. Every boiler, it is provided with such a doors in order to clean the boiler as well as to inspect the boiler. Okay, how it going to be work. Okay, so all these kind of the functions will be performed by the inspection doors. Then water space and the steam space. Water space means whatever horizontal drum is there in which volume of water which is get covered by this space, it is called as a water space. And steam space is nothing but a volume of a shell which is except than that of water. Okay, and the tube space is called as a steam space, means the space where your steam has been collected, it is called as a steam space. Then water level indicator. This is the mounting which is get mounted on or fitted on the external part of the boiler shell in order to shows the how much amount of water level present inside the boiler shell. Then now we will see how the actual Babcock and Wilcox boiler works. Okay, with the help of diagram we will see. See, this is the boiler Babcock and Wilcox boiler. See, this is the horizontal drum. Here, part of the water is there and part of the steam which is generated after the combustion of the fuel, and exchange of heat between this water and the flue gases. Whatever steam is generated inside the water tube, that is collected over this space. Then we will start from this number of mountings like pressure gauge. This is the water level indicator. This one is the feed check valve. This is uptake header. See here, this is the uptake header which is joining these water tubes with this horizontal drum, and this is the downtake header through which water it is transmitted towards the water tubes, and whatever steam is generated inside the tube, it is transmitted towards the horizontal drum with the help of this uptake header. This is the fire door. This one is the grate. This is the ash pit. These are the white color dotted lines indicates this is the baffle plates. This is the mud collector at the end of the water tube or the downtake header. Then this is the blow up cock. This is the damper. This one is these are the water tubes. This is the superheater. This is the chimney in order to release the exhaust gases into the atmosphere. This one is the manhole. This is the anti-priming pipe. This is the steam stop valve. This is the safety valve. Okay, these are the different mountings and accessories which are present inside the Babcock and Wilcox boiler. Now we will see the working of this boiler. See, through this fire door, we will introduce the solid fuel over the grate. With the help of this damper, we regulate the flow of air to the furnace. As this combustion of fuel is started, the flue gases or the hot gases are generated, and that will be deflected towards these water tubes, which are placed at the inclination of angle about 15 degree. And this hot gases get deflected with the help of these baffles, and we will increase the residence time due to these baffles over the water tubes. As this flue gases comes in direct contact with the water, see water it is flowing inside the tube. That's why to the convection mode of heat transfer, here heat exchange will take place, and water inside the tubes it starts to boil and it generates the steam. That will steam is lighter in weight, that's why it will move towards the upward direction, and through this uptake header it will collected inside this horizontal drum. Now this steam collected inside the drum, it is transmitted toward the anti-priming pipe, because when steam is generated, before going to transfer towards the steam stop valve, we have to pass through the anti-priming pipe, because along with the generated steam some moisture particles will remain, and that will carried towards the steam stop valve. So in order to get the proper dry steam, we have to transfer this steam towards the saturated steam toward the anti-priming pipe, where this moisture particle gets filtrated, and the saturated steam it is transmitted towards the superheater. See, this is the superheater where your saturated steam is get converted into the superheated steam, and after that it is transmitted towards the steam stop valve, where you can from that place you can transfer toward your required place whenever it is necessary. Okay, in this way this Babcock and Wilcox boiler it works. Now what are the advantages of this boiler? See, this boiler it generates the high pressure steam at the rate of about 140 bar or 40,000 kg per hour. Now this boiler it occupies a less space, and its parts are accessible for the cleaning, inspection and the repair purpose. Now these parts of the boiler it can be also separated and transported easily from one place to the another place. Then due to the heating surface, fuel it is get completely burned, These are some advantages of this boiler. Along with that, it has some disadvantages. That is, cost of this boiler is high. Also, it requires a pure feed. Okay, impure water, it is not useful for this kind of the boiler for the generation of steam. So we need a pure feed water for the steam generation. Along with these different basic parts, it consists of a boiler mountings like pressure gauge, blow-off cock, feed check valve, water level indicator, then different safety valves for releasing the extra pressure, then fusible plug. Along with that, it also consists of a different accessories like economizer, feed pumps, then superheater, steam generator is there, steam trap or the air preheater. Okay. In this way, here in this video, we have learned about the what is Babcock and Wilcox boiler. Then what are the basic parts of these boilers along with their mountings and accessories. Then how this boiler works or what are the advantages and disadvantages of this boiler. So thank you.